back to 442 podcast, the number one podcast in all of Sheffield. Hallam. Date is the 27th of April. We're filming just after Newcastle vs Everton.
Yeah.
Big dub. Thank you very much. Temporary studio, welcome to my humble abode. Please remember episode 16. Yeah? Episode 16, I'm doing it properly. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and here you've got a little quiz, Luke.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
Follow us on Twitter at 442.
That's too much to remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I've done the quiz this week. I've also just realised I'm the only one not drinking. I feel very left out.
Okay. We can get you a cider if you want, Luke.
Yes, please. Okay. The first question is for you, Andy. Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So, there is famously only one football team in Manchester. However, how many professional football teams are there in Greater Manchester? Keyword there is professional.
Okay.
In the top 4 leagues.
So, Rochdale, Manchester United, are they getting classed as Manchester?
They are.
Okay, Manchester United, Manchester
Great
City, Stockport, Bolton.
Bury.
Yeah, Bury no longer. Okay, so I'm going to go 6.
You are so close.
Okay.
It's 7. You forgot Wigan Athletic, who
Okay.
are in Greater Manchester.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But fair play. I thought you might say Oldham, but I wouldn't count that because they're in the National League, so that's semi-professional.
Fair.
But you know what? Good effort. A for effort.
A for Andy.
Done.
Hello.
Since Pep Guardiola started his managerial career,
Baldy.
there is only one team that have finished above his team, and not won the league. Who are they?
Oh, well, I know this.
Mm-hmm.
Cereal bottlers. Well, only this team can finish above Pep and not win a trophy. It's obviously Spurs.
It is Tottenham Hotspur finishing second in. Finishing second. When
in 16-17, Pep's first season.
yeah, when he finished third.
More than later.
Apart from that, every time Pep has only ever finished first and second, that's his only other season finishing third as a manager.
Did you finish third? Oh yeah, I thought you finished 4th.
No, third,
Fair enough.
I believe.
I believe. Fact check it, please. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Andy.
Yeah.
So, there are many brothers in football.
Right.
James and John McAtee, etc., etc. Okay.
As if that's what you're going for. That's embarrassing, but carry on.
So, there's a set of brothers. One of them plays for Germany, and one of them plays for Ghana. Who are they?
That's cash money. That is the Boateng brothers, Kevin Prince and Jerome.
I was going to give you an ABC, but fair play.
Don't need it.
That's why I said John and James, because the
obscure ones.
Yeah, that I didn't put down.
You got the Hazards as well. And
Yeah, the Hazards, the Torres, the Coleman brothers.
the Masondas, if you know who that is. No.
Chelsea Academy Ball.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I was going to do ABC, and I've got one for Don that's ABC.
Well,
should I just make it not? I don't
No. Do the ABC.
That was the question.
Yeah, let's hear
the
question.
question.
Okay,
The
okay,
ABC,
okay.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So, Don, Hugo Lloris conceded 6 this weekend.
Right.
But which goalie has conceded the most goals this season?
Down to here. No, Neto.
Neither of them are
Okay,
yours.
well, okay, then let me hear the option. I'll take the options. Okay.
Okay.
Is this currently us 1-0?
No, I forgot that game happened this season. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's total Premier League games, isn't it? Not just in one game.
This season, yeah.
Yeah, total this season. Yeah, so go on,
Total?
Let's hear.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Fuck, I thought you meant in one game.
Incorrect. Go on, let's hear the options.
Also, I just realised I should have, after you got
should have specified
6,
that.
if you got the first one wrong, I should have gone over to Dom. Sorry, Dom.
You should have specified that, by the way.
He
I did. I said most goals
I
this
knew what you
season.
were saying. That's why I was surprised
This
you said
season, I
De Gea.
thought you meant just in one game.
No.
doesn't
Anyway,
matter.
let me hear my
Carry on,
options.
carry on.
A, the best goalkeeper of all time, Gary Bizunu.
Oh, that'd be sad.
B, Ilan Melier. Or C, Hugo Lloris.
It's not Lloris. So either Leeds or Southampton. I can't say Bazunu, so I'll say Melier.
Correct.
Nice. That was a bit of a guess.
Sorry, Dan, for the confusion.
Scam.
Okay, Andy.
I stormed into a 2-0 lead, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Chelsea won the Champions League in 2012.
Yes, they did.
Who did they play in the round of 16 that year?
Napoli.
Correct. Wow, well done.
Oh.
I've not been counting the score, have you?
Yeah, it's 3-0 to me.
3-0. Okay.
3-1. 4, no, it's 4-1.
Is it?
It's 4-1, yeah.
That was question 3, so it can't. Oh wait, yeah, because you took Dom's.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play.
You should really know, Luke, considering it's your quiz.
Dom,
Yes.
why do Newcastle play in black and white stripes?
Because their nicknames are Magpies. And Magpies are black and white. No.
That's not.
Okay, can I...
Fuck knows.
You won't know, I doubt you'll know the
Do you
answer.
know what?
I want to guess.
Okay.
Oh, what were you going to say, Don?
Oh, actually. It's a wild guess.
Right.
But Newcastle United was Newcastle West End and Newcastle East End when they joined together and became United. Is it one playing white, one playing black?
It's not, I'm
No.
afraid.
That was a good enough guess.
Do anything
Is it to show representation of all races and ethnicities?
No, surprisingly it is not.
Okay, what's the answer?
So, when I googled it,
Right.
so, this is Google's fault. So, at the time,
Google's fault.
Newcastle played in a red kit. They played in all red. But they had a kit clash when they played Nottingham Forest. And Notts County lent them their kits for that game. And they've played in black and white ever since.
Oh.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Similar
Fair.
to how Notts County lent Juve their kits. Juventus. And they've played in it ever since.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what Google said, so
Wow.
yeah.
Right.
Alright. What's the score? So
4-1.
4-1. I've made this is question 4, which is the easy round.
That's easy.
Oh.
This is the
I want to
easiest.
hear it.
Okay. Andy,
Yeah.
how many trophies have Tottenham Hotspur won since 2008?
Since 2008?
Yes.
0.
Nada, correct.
Well, Audi Cup, but...
5-1. Dom,
Hello.
how many hair molecules are there on Alan Shearer's head?
The same as your dad's, 0.
Nada, correct.
Okay. And have you got a tiebreaker? Just I mean.
I do have a tiebreaker.
Go on, what is it?
And okay, are you ready?
Go on then.
So, in January, Cristiano Ronaldo moved to the Saudi Arabian team Al Nassr.
Mhm.
How many goals does he have this season there?
I didn't realise he left in January firstly. Like, I thought he left in the summer.
Shit. 8?
Close, but not correct.
9.
It's 11 in 11 matches.
Fair enough. How many of those matches have you watched? Nada.
Nada. Yeah, okay, Andy wins the quiz. Well done, Andy.
Sure.
Thanks.
On that big noggin of yours.
But yeah, okay, well, moving on from the quiz, I guess we should start with the first game since our last podcast episode, which was Arsenal v Southampton last Friday.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah, football moves quickly, but I don't know if either of you watched the game to start with.
If you remember, we were in the library.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Where were you?
Uh,
There you were.
No, I didn't go to the library. I watched the last 10 minutes at home on my ones. I did work at
Oh,
home.
it was me, you, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so fair enough. Well, have you watched the highlights?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because I watched the last 10 minutes, and so I'll talk about that firstly. So, I tuned in at 3-1 Southampton. There was 10 minutes to go. Southampton were cruising. And then out of nowhere, Odegaard takes a shot from outside the box. It goes in, 88th minute, 3-2. And the Emirates is just quite electric, I can't lie. The atmosphere picked up a lot. Like, not sound like that little Irish Chelsea fan. The atmosphere's electric. But no, it was actually really good. And then they equalised 2 minutes later, I think. I don't actually remember who got the equaliser, to be fair. But
Irrelevant.
yeah, but so then it's 3-3, and there's 8 minutes of added time, and obviously I didn't watch the match to know that, but apparently everyone online was saying that that's outrageous that there was 8 minutes, like,
There should have been less.
it should have been a lot less, yeah.
Mm.
But Arsenal tax, I guess.
8 minutes is ridiculous, though. It should.
Yeah, unless something big happened, like a head injury, I don't know where they're getting 8 from. But, yeah, I mean, all I've got to say really is, it just felt like Arsenal were going to get the winner. There was a chance that Trossard had, that hit the post.
Party had that.
Yeah, Partey should not be shooting there, but he shouldn't be doing a lot of things. But yeah, no, like you don't see the Emirates with a good atmosphere that often, but they have been up for it this season, so fair play to that. The only other thing I've got to say is I just thought it was so funny that Theo Walcott scored against Arsenal. Like, former players seem to come back and haunt their clubs all the time, and from what I saw, he didn't celebrate, so that's nice for a team that made you, obviously. Like, you know Theo Walcott because of Arsenal, but...
How long was he there? Like 14 years?
Oh yeah, a
like
long time. He was at Southampton before that, wasn't he? He was an academy player, but... Yeah. Oh, and the only other thing I wanted to say about that is, if you're a Southampton fan, you are fuming.
Absolutely foaming.
88th minute, you're 3-1 up, and you only come away with a point. Like, where's the character in the team? Like, I know they are rock bottom for a reason, but if they'd got a win there could have been a turning point in their season.
What the fuck was that?
I think we might have mice, but we'll carry on.
What did you think of Southampton's performance against Arsenal?
Terrible! But yeah, so no, I just thought, because at first I thought, oh, Southampton have got a point still, it's not the end of the world, but actually thinking about it, that is horrendous.
Yeah.
And...
It's happened again.
It's happened again. Okay, anyway.
Right.
So yeah, and then moving on to Arsenal's next game, obviously you can take the floor here, Luke. They got beat 4-1 at the Etihad by Pep's Tricky Blues.
Easy, mate.
Comfortable.
Easy.
Comfortable
dub for the Tricky Blues. And so when before lineups came out, me and Reese were in the library and I was chatting to him and he was like, oh, what do you think? And I was like, well, I honestly wouldn't, depending on the lineups, if we go like a bit iffy, wouldn't be surprised if we do lose.
Okay.
However, lineups come out. I was a bit concerned. Obviously, Ake got injured against Bayern.
Yeah.
So he was out. Obviously, in the Sheffield United match, Laporte played left back, which is calm, but he was on the bench for Arsenal, and we had Akanji as sort of a left back.
Okay.
Well, it was a case of a back three of Akanji, Diaz, and Walker, and then John Stones would pivot with Rodri in the middle on the counter, but then defence-wise, Stones would run back to centre-back and Walker would obviously be out wide on the right. Honestly, but I wasn't concerned about that. We've seen that quite a lot. We saw it against Bayern, we saw it against Liverpool even, and I was more concerned about Akanji at left-back. He's played right-back this season, to be fair, but obviously he is, when push comes to shove, he's a centre-back, is what I'm trying to say.
And is he right-footed as well?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so
exactly.
Playing on the left is a bit odd.
Yeah, but do you know what? He absolutely pocketed Saka. Didn't hear much from him all game, which I was very impressed by.
Yeah, considering how good Saka's been.
Exactly, yeah, Saka, top winger.
Don't even think he had a kick.
No, he was completely,
If there was one way Arsenal was going to beat City, I would have thought it would be Saka against Akanji.
Yeah. Or even Martinelli, again. He was kept quiet all game, and I really rate Martinelli. I really like him.
They've both been on fire.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker does that though, doesn't he? He just does that.
But I thought because of the back three, and we've seen Walker as a centre back this season, and he was pretty rubbish.
And Walker's not played that much either.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't really recently as well. No, I mean he did play against Sheffield, but again,
that wasn't obviously your strongest team.
No. But yeah, overall, very happy. Great football, by the way.
You sound it. Very happy.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very.
But yeah, no, Akanji was the one that you pointed out to me, wasn't he? That you said he was one that impressed you. Obviously, it was an absolute clinic from KDB.
Yeah, De Bruyne on fire, always is against Arsenal.
Is he? He's got a bit of history.
Yeah, he's good against Arsenal.
That first goal was so satisfying to watch, because I only watched the highlights, but yeah. And then you were saying as well that there was a potential red card for Man City.
For Ruben Diaz. Who was it against?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Was it Ben White?
It was either Ben White or Xhaka, one of the two. It might have been Xhaka.
Maybe.
One of them two. They sort of push Ruben over and he does kick out at them. I think it was Xhaka.
Studs high?
Yeah. No, it was studs to
Well-
the knee,
Ooh.
back of the knee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, what's it called? Half.
Yeah, okay, well, from what you're saying there, like, he should have been sent off then. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember Son got sent off against Chelsea for doing the same thing, like, he fell over studs high.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm glad he didn't get sent off. Because
Yeah.
what was that, 1-0 Man City as well?
Yeah, it was 1-0 at this point.
So you probably don't win that game if you go down to 10 men that early.
Potentially not, especially, you know, who's gonna come on for the back of Laporte, I guess, but.
Yeah.
Also, controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Stones was apparently offside
Oh yeah,
for his
Stones.
goal.
Yeah, from what I saw, the first time I saw the goal, I was like, that's not counted.
Yeah,
and then you
from
see
that
the
angle.
lines, and it's like, it's on
Yeah,
it's
because I remember
blows my mind.
when Luke came around and watched it here
Yeah.
with us, and when it first happened, I said, well, you can't see Ben White's leg, so you have to see where that is first
Yeah.
before you see
Yeah.
it.
From that angle, it was almost.
If it's dead on,
behind.
if it's dead on, he's a mile off.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you see White's leg outstretched, then it's debatable.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And that was just before half time as well, wasn't it? So what
Yeah.
a time to score. And Stones scored the other week as well, didn't he?
He
scored
did.
recently against some, who did he score against?
I can't remember. I think
The last Prem game, I think, wasn't it? Before Arsenal. Leicester, he scored against Leicester, he scored a great goal
He did
against
score
Leicester.
against Leicester. That's right.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Bit of an unusual
Yeah.
goal scorer.
Yeah. Well, I told you, man. He's top. He's mint.
He's top, he's
Yeah.
class.
What's it? Mahrez unlucky to start, considering his hat trick against Sheffield at the weekend.
Unlucky not to start.
Unlucky not to start. So, yeah.
He was unlucky to start, he should have scored 4.
Like ground, please.
So he didn't start, wow.
He didn't start.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, he came on, but again, didn't really do that much.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. A little bit demoralising for him, but I'm sure he'll be all right.
That's Man City though, isn't it? Like, you are a squad and you can't expect to start every game. And scoring a hat-trick against Sheffield United doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things for Manchester City. Like,
No, but he was very good.
oh no, he was good and I love him, but
Mm,
like, I think he'll be alright.
yeah.
Especially if it means you win the Premier League now, which it looks like you should after beating Arsenal.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's bottled.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you don't win the
right.
league now, you've bottled it. Like,
Yeah.
I think.
100%.
Well, Arsenal saw what 3 draws on the bounce was that
Yeah.
before the loss?
Yeah,
I mean,
Drew
Drew
against
draws.
3
Southampton.
draws on the bounce and then a loss.
It was-
Drew against West Ham.
It was, yeah, Liverpool 2-2, they were 2-0 up. West Ham
Yeah.
2-0 up, 2-2.
Yeah.
Southampton 3-3, yeah, and then Man City lost.
Yeah, they've imploded.
Yeah, and then they've got Chelsea
Like-
next, which obviously they probably will win, but then they've got Newcastle after that as well.
Yeah, I've been saying this. I was saying to Luke a couple of days ago, I was saying, big teams that are fighting for something come to St James's and get battered.
Mm.
It happened to Arsenal last year, it's happened to Spurs this year.
I remember Arsenal last year, yeah.
It's happened to Man United after the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah,
St James's got peppered.
yeah.
Wouldn't like to win a trophy, but yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I think Arsenal and City, obviously City's not at St James's, but they're still playing for something. I think it depends on who we beat, who wins the title. If we beat City and Arsenal beat us,
You've already
then it's a
played.
lot closer than what it is.
You've played Man City twice this season.
No, I haven't. Have
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have.
the one was. That's
When was that
Andy.
at the end,
Yeah,
you
it was
know?
that.
It was the
an
other week.
Early kick-off.
Yeah. Haaland was wasting time in added time in the corner flag.
Yeah, I forgot about it as well.
God, how do I remember this game
I
better
know,
than you
I
two?
know.
Hell.
Because obviously the away leg was 3-3.
Oh, would have been at work.
Ah, fair enough. But yeah, Man City don't have that many big teams left to play, I don't think.
We haven't got any big
No.
teams left. We've
Got to play
oh wait,
Chelsea
we've got Chelsea still. Mid-table fodder.
Fucking hell.
But yeah,
Right.
I'll move on from that, Luke. But let's just talk about Haaland as well. Obviously, he broke the record for Premier League goals,
Yeah, broke Salah's record.
which is insane. He's got 33 now, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he could be from that season Salah's assists as well. I think like Salah gets 7 assists and
I don't know.
Haaland's on 4, I believe.
You're not expecting Haaland to get assists though. Like the fact he's got
No, but like-
33
no, but like
goals.
He could get more than.
He got 2 against Arsenal,
Yeah,
didn't he? Yeah.
got 2 against Arsenal.
But yeah, well, at the end of the season, Luke, we're gonna have to have a special. You just talking about Haaland because, like I said to you last week, he doesn't get mentioned on the podcast much. But
20-minute Haaland video.
yeah, an hour, I reckon. Talk me through every goal.
Yeah.
And talking about his missed penalty at Bayern Munich.
Every look of his beautiful blonde hair.
Yeah. Well, no, you guys know how much I love him.
Not as much as Alvarez.
This week against Arsenal, let his hair down and then scored a minute later with his hair just like flowing in the wind. It was incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And you said you wanted to talk about the banner as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, the I'll Follow You Everywhere banner looked great. As did the Main Road banner. They were meant to be used against Bayern, but because obviously it was absolutely chucking it down and it was windy, they didn't for that game. So I think it really added. Oh, it's the first time in a while now that I've heard like chanting before even like the players walk out. I heard us singing "Best Team in Land, World," which is pretty like rare nowadays. Which I was very.
That's rare.
Atmosphere was great against Arsenal. No, like chanting like. I mean, when everyone's like in the like everyone would normally be in the concourse finishing the pints. There was chants going on then, which normally there isn't because normally it's only like tourists and families out there.
Yeah.
And all the hardcore is still in the concourse.
Do you think maybe there's more of an atmosphere at the Etihad because it's something that's kind of important?
Well, yeah, obviously it's a
Because
big
I feel
game.
like City fans are just so bored of their team winning everything that they don't really like celebrate goals as much anymore. They just sort of have like a little happy clap and then sit back down.
Yeah, it can be like that, but again, yeah, it completely depends on the context, doesn't it? I mean, this is almost a must-win against Arsenal if we want to win the league.
Yeah, title.
So obviously it's going to be absolutely booming, like, as it should be.
Yeah.
But if it is, you know, we've already been crowned champions, and it's just and we get a guard of honour, and then we score against blimmin', I don't know, whoever.
Yeah.
You know, still celebrate, but it's not as big a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's an interesting point though, because you score so many goals, like
Yeah.
you expect to win every game.
Yeah.
Almost.
But it's like against Tottenham, 2-0 down at half time. I come out for 2-2. I come out for second half. I still celebrate, especially the third. Obviously, went mad. As do any team. You know, it applies to, I think that applies to every team.
Wait, what applies to every team?
Like if you were 2-0 down and then come back for a 3-2, you go mad. You go
of course.
You go the most mad for that goal.
No, obviously, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's the most exciting part.
Yeah.
Same as like a last minute winner. They're the best limbs.
Yeah. Combine the two, and you get Aguero and Gundogan. Mainly Aguero.
Some love child that. But yeah, well, I guess there's not much else to say about Man City. I mean, one last thing I want to quickly touch on is the attendance of the FA Cup semi-final was interesting. There were a lot of empty seats. You can't beat around the bush.
No, but there was other seats for SHU as well.
No, I'm saying the game in general. I'm not saying
It's-
just Man City.
I feel
Oh,
like
fair.
semi-finals at Wembley are just pointless.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should be
I feel
played
like-
in other venues. I agree.
It's kind of justified for City fans because since you kind of expect to get into the final, why wouldn't you just save your money up and then go to the final?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that mentality though. Like, yes, Manchester City have been to Wembley so much.
It's just like-
21
think about-
times
think about how
since the new Wembley.
Think about how much people in Manchester actually like earn per year,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, trip down to London's expensive, man.
I was going to say, I
Expensive.
saw someone on Twitter said he brought him and his little son went down. I think all around the trip was about 350 quid, tickets, fuel, food, etc. Like, that's for a semi-final against Sheffield United, and then you know you've got to fork out even more for United in the final, which is the bigger game. No offense. to
Yeah,
Sheffield
of course
United,
it's the
obviously.
bigger game, but you didn't know you were going to get there necessarily. Like, yeah, you thought you would, like obviously, but
Yeah.
football's crazy. Wigan FA Cup final, stuff happens.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Again, context-wise, 2011 semi against United. We didn't know if we didn't really think we were going to get to the final. Obviously, we did, but you know that's a huge day. That's our first time at the new Wembley, I believe.
Really? Wow.
Well, our first FA Cup semi-final in however many years it was.
Yeah, it's
And that obviously sold out because again, it's all context.
yeah. There is context. Don't get me wrong, but you have been the best team in England for what, a decade? Maybe not a decade, but 6 years now. Since Pep took over, you have been clearly the best team. So it's just interesting that the fan base isn't there to fill a semi-final at Wembley. Like, because Manchester United did. I know they're huge, cool, but like, I don't know. I just think it's odd.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like quite a few people almost respect that it's still the same 40 odd thousand from however long ago. Yes, you do get a few tourists that you had a blooming seen them, but
Yeah, okay, but that's what I was going to say. It's not the same 40,000 at Etihad. Fair enough, at Wembley, cool, maybe you heard the hardcore there. But, like, the Etihad isn't full of 40,000 hardcore fans. Like, every big Premier League team has a load of tourists now. It's just how it goes.
Yeah,
You have your day trippers.
yeah.
Every Premier League team has a stand where the hardcore fans go to.
Yeah.
It's South Stand.
South Stand, yeah.
Yeah. I'm learning. Cool.
Yeah,
So
level 1 especially.
I actually saw a video of City Arsenal from a bloke in the away end.
Oh yeah.
You were saying like how City fans are the absolute worst sitting next to the away fans.
Yeah, giving grief. Yeah, I saw that as well.
Oh my god.
That's a beautiful game, though.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Wow, pretty mad.
Yeah, that is good.
Just some love these top off. They just feel the home.
Must be fun, yeah. But wait, what's this point about not selling out Wembley though?
No, it's just not a good look for the best
Well, no.
team in England.
Yeah,
No.
true. At the same
But-
time though,
Yeah.
it's just one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't really be helped.
Yeah. There's nothing we can really do. We've got the football in place if people want to come see it.
Yeah. But no, it'd be interesting to see how that develops. Like, in 10 years' time, will you have a massive fan
In
base?
10
Obviously,
years,
everyone's got a massive fan base, but like,
I do think in 10 years' time you will have more like, you know, Louis from Cornwall who blimmin' loves Man City even though he's never been and he's got no family connections.
yeah.
Same as the, you know, your Liverpool fans and your Man United fans in particular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know, interesting point, last point I want to make on this.
Uh-huh.
So it's City United in the final.
Yeah. First time that's ever happened, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Wow.
What, first cup final?
Yeah.
I thought it would have happened like 5 years ago or something like that.
No, never been.
Oh well.
Never been a Manchester Derby in the final of the
Obviously,
FA Cup or Carabao Cup, I think.
It's going to be at Wembley,
Yeah.
which is in London, and the final's going to be 2 teams from Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
So, the question is, would you rather see a neutral venue that's closer to Manchester to make travel more affordable?
I would, because there's train strikes, day of the
Yeah.
FA Cup semi.
They got
Day of the FA Cup final, sorry.
Yeah.
But also, where's it going to be? Someone suggested Anfield, but like, what are you just going to
Why
add?
would-
Are you going to add?
Why would you do that?
Are you going to add 40,000 seats to Anfield? Like, no.
Not even that. Why
Like-
would you have 2 Manchester teams in Anfield?
Well, it's just it's
It's
same
just-
same distance for both clubs, but it's close.
Yes. Yeah.
It's I don't know.
It's saying
something-
maybe.
and it's neutral.
I don't know what fucking rugby stadiums in here. There's got to be at least a 60,000 seat rugby stadium somewhere. No, wouldn't have thought so.
There's nowhere big enough for it near, basically. I don't think.
Yeah, but like, would you want that anyway?
I'd like it to be closer. Yeah,
Really?
I mean, well, I don't know. I always feel for the final, Wembley is a good day out.
Yeah, that's the way I
If
do.
it
Like
was-
semi-finals, I agree. I take your point, but
Yeah,
for
if it-
final,
okay.
it's got to be at Wembley. for
Yeah,
me.
finals probably at Wembley, but semis. If it was a Man United Man City semi, I'd like it to be
somewhere
somewhere
else. Fair
else.
enough, but like, it's not going to happen anyway. They're not going to move
No.
it from Wembley.
no.
I'd take your travel point if there aren't Man City fans or Man United fans, whatever, and there are empty seats. With the circumstances, I get that. I won't say anything.
Social media doesn't get it though.
Well, I don't run footy accumulators or
No.
Fickle.
whoever else.
Paddy
But
Power.
yeah, and fair enough. Man City, Man United, they get to cup finals a lot. But say it was a Southampton in the FA Cup final. Let's say, like, there's no way they'd want it to be anywhere but Wembley. They want their big day out in Wembley.
Yeah, exactly. I know, that's
Wembley's beautiful. Like,
Yeah, Wembley is great. So I really like it as a stadium. It's great, but
yeah, atmosphere-wise, it's
Yeah.
not great, but
you get a good view. Anyway,
it's a
you
day
sat-
out, isn't it? Like,
I've sat here,
Yeah.
here, there.
that's
So,
great.
Yeah.
But-
Bastards day out.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that is plenty of time talking about Manchester City.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to the result of the weekend.
Brentford beat Chelsea.
That was midweek, so no.
Hold on.
I was going to say Newcastle v Tottenham, which is what I'm still saying.
Yeah.
So let me cook, man. So yeah,
So, just a preface,
yeah,
this is being recorded straight after the Everton game as well.
yeah. We'll get onto that after, but
I'm kind of just going to lump the two into one, if that's all.
oh yeah, you go for it.
I feel like it's a lot better way to go about it. So, Tottenham. Didn't watch it.
You were at work,
I was at work. Yeah.
That's alright.
I was grafting.
What a match to miss, by the way.
What
a match to miss.
I know. It's some bullshit. So I was off the week before, right?
Yeah.
And I was going to get me 3-0 at Villa.
Mm.
A fucking Villa.
Got absolutely
And then I
pummeled
have
as
to go to
well.
work next week. It's for a bit of backstory. The two people that I work with in my sort of area, they're both Spurs fans.
Nice.
Right, so I was going to head upstairs just to get a drink or whatever. And I asked someone to score. He said, "You're not going to believe it. It's 5-0. I was
At
like,
half time.
I was like, "You're joking?" No, I'm not joking. You can go up and check. I was like, "Right, if I go upstairs, it's not 5-0. I'm going to come down back at you." So I went up and checked. I was just stunned. I just had to stand there for a few minutes and just take it in. And what I was more shocked at was Murphy scored twice.
Yeah.
Because Murphy slander has been a big part of my vocabulary recently. But the bloke's balling.
Eating humble pie.
Really, really well. And he's got to rate it. Really.
Yeah.
I did watch the highlights. Murphy, screamer. Absolute screamer. Isak, he's starting to prove his value a little bit.
Yeah, well, he was injured for a while as well,
Yeah,
wasn't he? So he missed a lot of games.
A couple of injuries, and Wilson obviously stepped in. Since the World Cup, Wilson was being a bit shit. Then he got dropped for Isak. Isak started scoring, which now has made Wilson start scoring as well.
That's always the way it goes, though.
so
competition
yeah,
pushes you
As
on.
of tonight, Wilson's the top scorer.
Right.
He got 2 against Everton, so that's he's on 13 now, I think.
Yeah, and isn't Isaac on 10, I think, in the league?
11.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair enough.
joint before tonight.
Right.
Yeah. So Isak scored twice. Second goal probably shouldn't have went in, but it's Hugo Lloris we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was awful position wise.
Lloris, awful. Worst goalkeeping performance I think I've seen.
He got hooked at half time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the story is for that.
I don't think he was injured. I reckon he just got hooked.
Yeah, I reckon he kicked off in the changing rooms. That's what I think. I think he kicked off and his defenders and got hooked off.
How could you, though, when he was at fault for, like, a lot of it?
Well, he was
Well, yeah,
probably, he
well,
might
it's
have been blaming them, and then what's his name?
Oh,
Sorry.
the manager that's gone, yeah.
The
Conte's.
interim manager that got sacked.
Stellini.
Yeah.
I reckon he was like, "Hang on, fella, you're
The worst trim in the Prem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
I reckon he was like, hang on a minute, mate. Look at these and tell me that you're not at fault for them." And then he was like, "You're off. Fraser Forster's coming on for you, pal."
It just got better and better, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the second fastest time for any team to be 5-0 up in the Prem.
That's not the fastest, that's only the second, really.
Second.
In 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd love to know what the first. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I have to look into that.
Yeah.
Probably Man United.
So, Joe Linton, first goal.
Yeah.
Beautiful touch, takes it round the Reese, no complaints, 1 out.
Yeah.
Isak's first goal. Joseph Willoquinho.
Is that what we're calling him? Yeah.
Yeah, he's Willoquinho.
Okay.
Ex-Arsenal, assist of the season. I'm calling it now. That pass was pure set.
Yeah, it was outside of the boot, wasn't it?
Oh, I love
Trevor
it
outside the boot. You have a curve on it, and it's also just pinpoint.
Yeah.
Like I said, doesn't even have to break straight to take a good touch. Mostly finished, standard striker's finish. Low, far corner. Keeper's not really going to do much about it. Mostly. Oh shit, I can't remember what Wilson's goal. Oh wow. Probably a header.
Yeah, it was to make it 6-1, wasn't it, when Wilson
Yeah.
scored? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things,
Well,
isn't it?
if you're talking about that as well, you got to give some respect to Fabian Schär's assist.
Oh my god, I love Fabian.
I love that ball, like,
I love Fabian.
from a centre-back as well.
Yeah, Fabian Schär's just got that in his locker.
Really. That, they just caught me off guard because I don't watch Newcastle that much, and then when I saw that, I was like,
Fabian Schär's got all players at the back.
fair. Well, it clearly.
He'll drive 40 yards to score a screamer, or he'll play one of those passes. He's just unreal.
Yeah.
And Actually, he's probably our best player in the Everton match as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, well,
Oh my gosh, phenomenal.
yeah. Well, we'll get on to that in a second, but with the Tottenham game, I just wanted to say a few things. Like, the fact that it was 5-0 in 20 minutes is insane, because we were watching it, Luke, weren't we? We had it on, and we did leave early, can't lie. We left at half-time, because like, this game's finished. Like, we had gym to go to, like, places to be, people to see.
I'll be down on the phone, all saying, like, are you watching this? I'll tell them, no, I'm not watching it.
That's so depressing.
Oh, that's annoying.
But,
Really annoying.
yeah, like, so we were watching it, and then, yeah, it's 5-0, you're like, that's over. We've got to say, friend of the podcast, Ben Brazy, was in the away end.
Yeah.
And I think the last game he went to before that was Sheffield United away. So maybe you should stop going to Spurs games, Ben. Maybe you're the problem.
It's a long walk back down them steps, pal.
A long drive home.
Yeah.
But
we do it every week.
yeah, but so the interim manager got sacked after that result as well.
Sacking an interim manager is mental, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
It is, and obviously Ryan Mason's took over now. But
as I was saying to you, Andy, at the time, Ryan Mason, I remember when it panned to the manager's box, you've got interim manager whose name we don't know.
yeah, Italian geezer.
Yeah, and then we've got Ryan Mason. He's not sat down on the benches. He's literally right next to him, like in the box, almost like in his ear, like this.
Basically holding hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they were joined at the hip. Like, I don't think it's gonna make much difference appointing Ryan Mason.
No.
Doing the Jason Tidwell
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it, sacking an interim manager? Because obviously Chelsea could be on the verge of doing that, but I just hope they don't.
So funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just whatever happens in football, there's one constant, and it's the joke is always on Tottenham, and it's fucking beautiful. It doesn't matter what happens. City could batter Man United 6-0 in the FA Cup final, but Man United beat Tottenham tonight. Jokes on Tottenham. That's a bad example. But you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, especially how that game was a draw.
You get what I'm trying to say.
But yeah, no, yeah, I get you. And you could argue that's quite unfair on Tottenham, really. That.
Do you know where Spurs are in the league
He's
now?
defending Tottenham.
No, I'm just saying the fact that
Do you know where Spurs are in the league now?
6th.
7th.
Yeah.
Villa and Liverpool are above them.
What I would give to be 7th in the league. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, the fact Aston Villa are 5th is crazy. Like, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, I think we still have a game in hand on them.
Oh, they've played a few games on
Yeah.
some teams. Yeah.
They-
Still though, fair play to Unai Emery. We're probably
I was
not going to
gonna
mention
say-
it at any other
I was
point,
going
but
to say, Emery massively disrespected by
Yeah,
the English
obviously.
media in his time now.
well, it's style of play, isn't it? But like, if you're at Aston Villa and getting them into Europe after
Yeah.
Gerrard had them in the relegation
He did have
zone,
them in the
Yeah.
relegation zone
Yeah.
when he was sacked, yeah.
Because
I
obviously,
mean, yeah.
I haven't been on podcasts for a while, so we'll miss Villa and Newcastle.
probably for the best.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
the best.
absolute puncher.
We got absolutely hammered.
Right. Yeah.
Minute 90. Hammered.
Yeah. Obviously, Watkins scored and got 2 assists. I think.
Watkins scored a hat trick. He might have scored a hat trick.
Nah, I don't think he did. I think he got 1 goal, 2 assists.
No, I think
No,
wait.
he scored.
I'll check.
He scored 2 and got a goal disallowed.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And got an assist as well.
Yes.
Fair play.
Oh my God. Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, goal disallowed, 2 goals, 1 assist. Yeah.
Mental. Performance.
Yeah, he's on fire. Well, before I put him in my fantasy team. Yeah.
Yeah. Same there.
But yeah,
I swapped Haaland out for him this week. You know.
did ya?
I thought Haaland versus Arsenal. It's not going to be like against like Leeds or someone where he's just going to smash in like a hat trick. And oh my God, it's about bits in the arse.
Yeah, he wore the armband for me and didn't he for you as well?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But yeah, well, sticking on to Newcastle because I obviously spoke about Villa, how well they're doing. So their win 4-1 at Goodison Park today. Obviously, we've seen the highlights. You watched it. We'll let you cook.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to see those Scots Malcolm's faces right now. Unreal. It's just bliss.
What does that mean?
Oh, sorry.
Scouse Mackhams, what?
It's like, do you know how Newcastle Sunderland?
Yeah, I know Sunderland are the Mackhams. Yeah.
It's like Everton's like Liverpool's Mackhams. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, so like in their shadow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's That's not what Mackham means.
What does Mackham actually mean? Because I don't know.
But I think it just means somebody from Sunderland, but it's like meant to be like an insult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Twitter spaces before the match were absolutely rocking.
Really?
Loads of Everton fans telling Newcastle kids to go and kill themselves and that.
Which we don't endorse.
No, obviously not. But yeah, Everton fans are the nicest lot.
Unless you watch this podcast.
Oh, I quite like Everton, but
yeah, honestly, Everton fans, they tried to create a hostile atmosphere from minute one. First goal went in, silence.
Really?
yeah.
I know they had a big bus
Yeah.
thing outside with a load
Yeah.
of pyro.
The funniest thing about that though, is like they're at a home game
Yeah.
and they've got a coach in just to set off some blue smoke.
No, I respect it.
You know what I mean?
And they did it last season.
Yeah, they did it against Chelsea,
Yeah.
and that was insane.
It's just a lot easier for the players just to drive in.
No, but they all get the coach in. But you always get the coach
Yeah, you
in.
get the coaching for a match.
Because you'll meet before in the hotel, won't
yeah.
you?
You drive in for
Fair.
training and
Fair,
that, obviously.
fair,
But
Yeah. But, okay, so I will take your point, though. Like, I didn't watch it, but I can see as soon as it went 1-0,
Yeah.
Everton went quiet because they do that. Like,
Yeah, no.
as anyone would really in that situation.
As a fan base is
and then once
very demanding and very hostile.
I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like they just expect to be better than in a relegation battle
Yeah,
again.
I think,
the statue
Which
of
is
the club-
fair,
the statue
yeah.
of the club
I
in
think,
the mountain
I think
League
they're a lot
spent.
better than what they actually are. That's my take.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm surprised they're in another relegation zone. I thought last year they got away with it. This year, I didn't think they were going to do anything amazing, but didn't think there'd be another relegation zone.
Doesn't really bore you, was it?
True, but is their team that bad?
Oh, it's not.
They got England's number one in net.
Yeah.
No, he should not be number one.
No, he's not, but like he's good enough to be in the England squad.
I call it bias, but I mean, no chance. I'm actually so happy we put 4 past him today, you know. Well, actually, it should have been 5. If Danville wasn't offside.
Fair enough, not seeing it.
Fabian Shaw scored an absolute worldie that was disallowed.
Oh really?
Danville was offside for the corner.
Well, yeah. Obviously, Wilson did score a worldie, didn't he?
Yeah.
But Andy, going back to your point, apart from Pickford,
Yeah.
that forward 10,
I think they got some decent defenders.
who?
I thought Tarkovsky's good.
Yeah,
James Tarkowski's good.
especially in a Sean Dyche team.
Yeah.
I've never rated Michael Keane.
Oh yeah, I don't really rate Michael Keane to be fair, but like that Onana looks alright, the Belgian kid.
Yeah. Yeah. If they go down, he'll be gone.
Yeah. Yeah, not a great squad, but
Calvert-Lewin bullied Botman for the first half.
yeah, exactly. Calvert-Lewin's a good striker, like
Yeah, he's just a bit injury prone.
injury prone, out of form,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, well,
Yeah, the first half was a bit too shaky for my liking.
yeah. So it was 1-0 half time.
1-0
They had a
half-time.
disallowed goal. Calvert-Lewin, wasn't it? Offside.
Yeah, offside.
Yeah.
It was a mile off.
Okay, fair. I've not seen it.
Chip keeper, standard, strikers finish. Disallowed. Everton could have had about 3 or 4 goals in that time.
What in the first half?
Yeah.
Wow. So they played quite well.
No, Everton played well.
Wow.
The thing I noticed about Everton was they were off the block straight away.
Yeah.
They flew out. Pressed really well. McNeil played really well in the first half.
Yeah. He scored as well, didn't he? I think in the second half.
Direct from a fucking corner though. You can't really give that.
Well, the Premier League did.
Bullshit goal.
I thought it was quite poor defending by Newcastle. I know you were quite.
2 defenders scored the challenge.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know who it is. I think it was Madrid Gay.
Right.
Go challenge over a header, but all missing. It just bounces into the far corner. Already, it's just one of those goals. You just look at it and you go, how the fuck's that happened?
Yeah.
Then,
Lucky goal, I guess.
yeah.
But also poor.
I thought Wilson was the right choice for striker for this game because obviously Dyche defence likes to bully you, gets in your face, aggressive. I think Wilson's got the strength to handle that, if you will.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So he played really well. Got a tap in, start the match. Didn't deserve it. We were getting battered at that point. We didn't really kick in until like the 50th minute.
Mm.
When the second goal went in, it was just slow after that out.
Yeah. I feel like their heads would have gone after
It was just
2-0,
sort of, yeah, went.
but
Special mention.
Yeah, go on.
Alexander Isak. That assist. Beautiful. He beat about 4 players. Turned into fucking prime Messi going on the touchline. Put it on play.
Yeah, that was good.
Was Isak playing on the wing today?
No, he came on off the bench.
When he came on.
He might have actually, yeah.
Off on the wing. Yeah.
Wilson was playing.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because I was going to say, do you play next game? Do you play Isak on the wing, or would you go 4-4-2 and have him and Wilson up top?
And he also going to go 4-4-2. Sticks to the 4-3-3. It's more of a case of who he wants to play.
They have played together though, haven't they? With
Isak on the wing.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought they'd start some games as well.
Brentford away was one. Brentford away is probably the only time I've actually seen them play together.
Okay. Did you win that game?
Yeah.
Oh, when
Yeah, it's a
Tony missed his first Prem Pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course that will happen with us. But,
yeah, that's pretty mad.
Pretty much 50th minute onwards, it was easy match.
Yeah.
10 goals in 2 games for Newcastle.
And the fact you're saying all this, and you won 4-1, you're saying first half was terrible.
No,
like,
the first half was...
No, but like...
God, it was such a scrappy game.
It's funny to think, because obviously we didn't watch the game, we just assumed you battered them.
It was just misplaced passes all over the shop, both teams. Like, nobody could... Almiron had a shocker. I saw Almiron on the lineup and I was like, well, Murphy hasn't really done anything to be dropped, so I thought he'd just get rested. And I saw Almiron touch the football, pass the football, lose it about 4 times, and that's how their counter attack started most of the time.
Right, yeah.
Sloppy on the ball. And I was watching it, I was like, if I was Eddie Hart, I would have hooked him straight away.
Yeah, at half time.
I would have come off after half an hour. It was that bad.
Fair play. One question I was going to ask: top 4, yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Obviously we've still got Arsenal to play at St James. We've got Chelsea to play
At Stamford Bridge, last game of the season. But I think you'll have top 4 wrapped up by then. I think you got top 4. It should be wrapped up now for me.
Closest contenders are Villa, and they're 8
And they've played
behind
and extra games, yeah.
Yeah.
No, surely.
We need to win 3 out of the last 7.
Okay, so if you're not doing that, you shouldn't be in the Champions League anyway.
2 out of the last 6 now, maybe, since we won tonight.
Yeah. So are you 3rd in the league or 4th?
Now we're 3rd on goal difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Man
United, yeah.
But also, what I was going to ask after asking about top 4 is Champions League football.
Yeah.
How do you think you'll do next season? So obviously that's a different barrel of.
Depends on the transfer window, doesn't it?
Yeah. What do you think you need to improve? Obviously.
We need a proper holding midfielder. We can't keep playing Bruno there. He's much better as an 8.
Yeah.
He's a 6.
Yeah.
So you get a proper holding midfielder in. Not Declan Rice, 'cause I think his wages too high, and his price tag's too high. Maybe Alvarez from Ajax.
Or maybe Lavia from Southampton.
Yeah.
He might stay there though, you know what I mean?
If they go down, he's not staying.
Really?
He's too good.
He's getting linked with Man City at the moment, isn't he? Like, he's had a great season apparently as well.
Championship.
Yeah. Alright.
That could be a great bit of Newcastle
Do you know
business.
what? That's a very sensible transfer, actually. I think
Yeah.
it's good. Be a good move for him. He'd just get regular game time. He wouldn't be sat on the bench like he would if he was at a City. And he'd get Champions League footy experience.
Yeah.
I think that's a very smart move.
Yeah, he's really young. He's like 19 or something.
20, 21.
Right.
Maybe even like yeah.
We also desperately need an actual left back. Because Dan Burns filled the hole really, really well, and he hasn't really put foot wrong until the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He got rested tonight for Matt Target, and Target in the 60-70 minutes he played didn't really do much, got a yellow card, got something off the burn. It's just we need somebody who's like an actual left back, because Target's kind of a one-trick pony. He's very good at one thing, but once someone takes out of the game, he's basically useless.
Yeah. No, that's a good point though. I feel like you can't have Dan Burns starting for you in Champions League games. Yeah, left back in
Maybe
Champions
against,
League
like, I don't
games.
know, Grasshoppers or something like that.
He could be a good rotation player in that. In them, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah,
In terms of left foot centre backs, he's number 2. Because Bottom's number 1.
in Newcastle, yeah.
If we have-
Fullbacks in general is
if we
hard
have
though.
Decent
Yeah.
depth in defence. We need new fullbacks, yeah. Manquillo, not good enough. Trippier, cover.
Yeah.
Trippier's got your.
Everyone Kraft.
Mm.
Fucking hell, I forgot about him. He done his ACL at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trippier's got that European experience though. He knows what European
Trippier,
that's good like.
Well, best defender in the Premier this season, Trippier.
Mm.
Nailed on. I think it's
Best
nailed on,
right back.
personally.
Probably.
Oh, definitely best right back. I mean, who's he up with? Ben White. He's not even an actual right back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Trippier. Good experience. Won the league. I played Champions League with Tottenham and Atletico.
Yep.
Mm.
Botman, Lille, League on champion. Brilliant defender. He fucking Rolls Royce, that kid. So Rolls Royce is unreal. In terms of cover, centre backs were good.
Yeah.
I think Lascelles can still do the job, you know. He's not at the point where he'll start. He's never going to start. But he's still technically the captain. And the fact that he's wanting to stay and be a positive person in the dressing room, I think that's really important. And that's why he has to stay as number 2.
That is important.
Yeah.
Alright, bro.
Last thing, right winger. Miguel Angel Almiron Rahala. Sell him.
Sell him?
Sell him?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's just like a
Purple patch player. You say?
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
He had one run of form before the World Cup where he scored every game.
Mm.
He's
What's he done?
not really. He's just back the headless chicken who wasn't the Rafa. Steve Bruce.
Scored a lot of goals this year though. I know you're saying
Yeah.
purple patch,
9
but like, yeah, 9 league goals. That's very good.
It's a really good return.
Yeah.
He's not going to hit that form again.
I could see him being a squad player next year though, rather than
Yeah.
selling him.
Now, obviously I was anti-Murphy. I was Murphy terrorist at the start of the season, but he's starting to prove he's got a bit more about him now, to the point where I'd say I fancy Murphy's chances more as a
Wow.
rotation player.
That's
Almiron
That's
works
big.
hard, works hard, attitude, engine, but not much else. The only reason Almiron, I'm going to say, the only reason I think Almiron scored as many goals as he has is because of his link up play with Trippier.
yeah.
If that was any other right back, he's not playing as well as he is.
Fair enough. Trippier gave him a career.
Literally.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's anything else about Newcastle.
Chelsea Brentford.
No, absolutely not. We'll talk about. No, I'm being serious. Burnley winning the league
What,
at
you
Blackburn. No, that's later.
Oh,
Yeah, well done, Burnley. Absolutely smashed it. You won me a bet. I bet at the start of the season, Dom, for Burnley to be outright winners of the Championship.
Did you?
Yeah, 11-1. So
Yeah, that's
11
great odds.
So I put
Great
I
odds.
put a quid on it. £11 for £12 return.
Oh wow.
Cheers.
You
Cheers,
can
big
pay your
guy.
mortgage with that, Luke.
Yeah, I should have put more on it. Great team,
Yeah.
great play, great style of football. Be interesting to see how they do in the Prem, if they
Yeah.
stay up or if they do a bit of a Blackpool and they actually try and win, but like it backfires.
Blackpool.
Like they played like
Blackpool
they like played exciting football and then went down. Or I set you off.
Blackpool's one season in the Premier League impressed you.
No, the way that they
It was
they
only
didn't
one
just
season.
they didn't.
Yeah, they've only been in the
Yeah.
Premier League for one season.
Well,
The way they didn't just sit back
sorry, I
and
didn't think.
park the bus, the way they actually tried to
I don't know if the style of play was that good. Owen, let me know. You support Blackpool.
My uncle Mark, I love you about that.
Is he a Blackpool fan?
Yeah, he's from Blackpool as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, fair. But, well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, what I was going to say about the Burnley game is just, like, imagine winning promotion at your
your
biggest
rivals.
rival's stadium.
Do you know what I found really funny?
Unbelievable. Yeah, go on.
Like running around with the inflatable trophy.
Yeah,
Just like,
I'm sure that triggered Lewis, but
sitting there, I was like, well, where's the real one?
yeah, well they'll be waiting till Turf Moor to
they'll
do
put-
that.
Yeah.
Next home game, they'll
Fair.
bring it out,
But
do the big clapping and all
one thing I loved from that game was that all the players were giving it large. I think one of the players was lifting the trophy against
Yeah,
the Blackburn fans, and then
Yeah,
company
play
comes
for
over.
themselves.
Company comes over and just was like, "What are you doing?"
that.
Like, because obviously company is a good sportsmanship. Got a lot of good
Yes.
sportsmanship. But don't get me wrong. If that's my team, you want to give it large against your rivals. Like, that's the whole point of rivalry. Like, because another thing I saw is Blackburn's home attendances this year haven't been great. There's been a lot of empty seats.
That would be great for about 10 years.
It's hard in the Championship, man. But yeah, Lewis, don't get me wrong. I've got your back, Lewis. Might do next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So sorry, what was? Oh yeah, so yeah, Blackburn had these empty seats, and the stand that Burnley fans were in. I don't know if you saw, but like there was like a gap. Did you see near the front? There were empty seats near the front.
I didn't.
Okay, so Blackburn didn't give them the normal allocation. I think they gave them quite a significant amount less.
Right. That's very
You say petty, but do you not love that?
So
Okay, right, let's talk you through this, Tom. Sunderland are winning the league in your stadium. How many Mackhams do you want there? Not that many, surely.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Or Man United or Tottenham. I respect the shithousery a lot. Like, if that's all you can do, if that's the one thing you can do this year, make sure there's as little amount of their fans in there as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm all for that.
Fair
But
play.
yeah, apart from that, there's not much to say.
Yeah. End of it. Burnley's still winning the league, but if that's all you.
Oh
can
no, yeah,
do-
but that's what football's all about.
Yeah.
It's all about them petty moments. Like, yeah, that's for me anyway. But then as well, obviously, Sheffield United got promoted yesterday after beating West Brom 2-0. And
Realistically, who thought they weren't? You know what I mean?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie said they weren't going to win any of their last 4 games and they would not go up. But they won their first one after.
Charlie also said Arsenal can still win the league after yesterday's result, so tells you all you need to know.
It's possible. That's more possible than Sheffield United not going up.
Well, not now.
No, but like, Arsenal could win the league. They could. They probably won't, but... No, they're not going to, but like, for a Charlie take, that's not as bad as some of his others.
I don't know, how many of you said that? I can't remember who it was, but who said that was bullshit when I said Arsenal would win the league?
I don't know.
Oh.
Charlie, maybe?
I said a good couple of months ago.
Fair enough.
That Arsenal couldn't win it.
Yeah, I said they wouldn't.
Yeah, fair. For me, I have flip-flopped a lot. I can't lie. Like, there were points when I thought Arsenal were clear.
I
Like-
was sure they were going to get called up because that's just what City do.
Yeah, that is what Man City do. But, like, the moments for Arsenal where, like, they beat Bournemouth in the last minute, they got a last-minute winner against quite a few teams, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, Aston Villa away, it just feels like champions, but obviously they're not going to be. But yeah, anyway, on Sheffield United, it's great to see a Sheffield team back in the Premier League.
It is.
Got away there.
Yeah, it's a great away day. We can finally go to a Premier League game at Bramall Lane because our first year of uni was COVID, so we couldn't go to a game. You're the same as Charlie, aren't you, that you don't rate Sheffield United's
No.
style of play?
Boring as fuck. Boring.
I mean, from the games I've been, I can agree with you. When I went to the Luton game, when we went to the Wrexham game...
It's just such a... Do you know what it's like? And you might agree with it. It's like Potter's 3-5-2 with Chelsea. Awful.
Any Potter slander I'm here for, so continue. But
It's the exact same setup except the opposition aren't good enough to pick them apart.
yeah, I do think that is the thing with Sheffield United. Because they have the quality of McAtee and Jai and a few other players, that's why they've done so well this year. Like, that's from what I've seen personally.
Creative players.
Yeah, like the fact that like them two are in the Championship is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and Jai and McAtee.
Again, when McAtee went there, I was a bit, don't know how he'll do. And, you know, with these big defenders that just crop you with his style of flair.
His style of play. Well, I'll be honest though. Like when we've seen him a few times, and against Wrexham he missed a sitter, and I thought he's done in this game, but he has turned it around.
He's turned it around.
He's scored a lot of goals, and you think he'll probably be in the Man City team next year potentially?
Potentially. Again, it depends how we move in the summer, essentially, because if Gundogan's leaving, obviously, I'd just say more so with Gundogan, a Tommy Doyle could just come in and replace him part for part. But yeah, I don't see why McAtee don't get in. I mean, Warren's getting older. Bernardo could be going to the wing.
It's just a big step, though, isn't it?
Don't get me wrong, it's a huge step up. And I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if he went on loan to someone else. I couldn't tell you at the minute.
If I was in charge, I'd give him a Prem loan.
A Prem loan, see how he does.
Maybe a West Ham just to thank you for the draw against Arsenal. But I don't know if he gets in that West Ham team. Probably not.
Don't know about. I went to
Southampton in the Championship.
Yeah, because Southampton have that kind of team, and they've already got City youngsters.
Yeah, they've got a young, exciting team. I don't know. Depends how. We'll see in the summer, won't we?
Yeah, it just depends how good that would be for his development, though. Like another Championship loan in a dominant team. Like,
yeah, it's just it'd be.
You want to see him play Prem.
Yeah, I'd love to see him in the Prem.
Who's that?
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth could be a shout. To be fair, I could see him there.
Yeah, I think he'd do very well there.
Yeah, but that's enough about Sheffield United, really. But I'm sure we'll all be going to a Sheffield United Premier League game next year.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I mean the allocation won't be much, so
no
one probably will get that away end. But oh yeah, that's not much though.
They'll only give. I think they only give bottom tier.
Yeah, they give bottom tier. Like if it's an FA Cup game, they'll give you the entire stand. But
yeah. So
well, we will see next year. But yeah, so now on to probably the most depressing part of the week for me. I didn't get to watch Manchester City Arsenal.
Because you were too busy.
Yeah, I didn't watch either. I didn't watch the one at the Emirates. Chelsea were playing then.
Yeah.
Chelsea played today or yesterday even. And from the lineup, I thought, yeah, God, this is going to be a long 90 minutes.
I remember seeing your tweet. And I was
like,
oh no.
Yeah, Lampard bought 5-4-1.
Yeah.
And one Sterling as well.
Yeah. Was it Sterling up top?
Yeah. With Gallagher and Kante in behind. And yes, that's a long day in the office.
Where's she finishing there?
Well, no, that's it. Like,
just lacks everything.
Yeah, well, anyone here, and all three of us know that before watching that game, Chelsea aren't going to create much. Like, if all you've got is Sterling, who needs someone to, or not even just someone to provide for him.
Yeah, he works very well. He works well to provide for an actual out-and-out number 9.
Yeah.
Or he needs, if he's a false 9, he can be false 9, but he needs, the wingers to assist him.
Yeah.
Sterling's still a wide player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't put a wide player by himself through the middle. It never works.
Or he can play that number 10 free role, but again, he needs a striker in front of him.
Yeah, and then funnily enough, when Aubameyang came on at half-time, he actually looked all right. Like, he had a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And that's someone that's not played for a long time, so, like, you can't really say anything about Aubameyang. What were we going to say, Dom?
The thing about Chelsea is they don't really have, apart from Aubameyang, because Aubameyang hasn't played much, but they don't have a number 9.
Well, they had Lukaku.
And then
Yeah, Havertz false 9.
When Havertz joined Chelsea, he was a number 10.
Yeah, Havertz false 9. We've got a young kid. Yeah, Felix, but he's also not really. He's a false 9. Yeah. We've got someone called Fofana who we signed for like 15 million. And the game against Southampton, when we lost to Southampton, he had a good half and then first half, and then he got subbed off, and just not seen him since. And
what happened to Breuer?
ACL injury, 9 months out.
Oh.
I can't even remember. I think that was a post World Cup pre-season game. I think he got.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's blue.
Pretty sure that's when he got injured. But the thing is, right, like this Chelsea-Brentford game, pretty dull. They score from an own goal, 1-0, bleak. Half-time comes around. Second half, we make some decent subs. Like Aubameyang comes on, Mudryk comes on. We have a good 15-minute spell. Then they score 2-0. Game over. Everyone's leaving, which is like fair because our season has been terrible. And yeah.
Bit of trivia.
Okay.
Not for a point on the quiz.
I'm panicking.
How many games has Lampard won in his last 19?
Oh God, I had the 4.
Yeah, it's 4, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Go on, I don't know.
It's 1.
His last 19.
1 win.
Oh, wow.
That's my goat.
So I said to you on the walk. Here. I said it was like 4-17. I was completely wrong.
That was in a washed Everton team though, so we don't associate with that. But yeah, well, okay. Well, then on the Lampard thing though, like when he came in as an interim manager, I'm all for that because our season's over.
It's Frank Lampard.
Yeah, like club legend, and as well, it's an interim basis. Who else is going to come in? Like,
Well, I said last week you could have brought someone in and started rebuilding for next season.
I'm pretty sure Pochettino's getting the job, isn't
yeah, we'll get on to that in a minute. But like on your point, Luke, you're saying about bring someone in for now. Our season's over. Like, yeah, you said about the Champions League games, but we probably weren't knocking Real Madrid out.
Still could have got conference.
I wouldn't want that though.
You really don't want your own
entitled,
conference.
spoiled.
Yeah, you can say that, but
Spoiled.
okay. Well, then let's talk about it though. Like, Conference League's embarrassing for one. Putting it out there for any team that wants to be classed as big, you should not be playing Conference League.
If you're in the conference, you get your rubber next year.
You get Europa next year. It's a European trophy. Mourinho was saying about how he's the first to win all three.
Okay, yeah, embarrassing. Mourinho's washed, but no, you don't think he's washed? Okay, well let's talk about his career then. So
Let's wipe Spurs from the history books because Spurs was, I mean, of course you were bound to never win a trophy in Spurs.
Yeah, he's won a trophy every.
okay, well let's talk about since Chelsea 2015-16 he got sacked because Chelsea was 16th in the league in December. He gets sacked, takes over Man United the next season.
Europa League, they won Europa.
Yeah,
League.
he won a
Won
treble.
a Carabao Cup and I think a Community Shield.
Yeah, Community Shield. He did all right.
Really.
He did okay.
He finished 20 points off Man City,
Yeah, but he said it was his greatest achievement. Yeah,
which is waffle.
finishing second with that Man United team
Yeah, okay, but like
Like,
My-
with the squad he was given.
You obviously hated his squad that much, and the fact you got that much out to finish second is a big achievement. Because remember that team was awful.
yeah, but my point is, if Mourinho's so great, why is he being a washed Man United team, a washed Tottenham team, and a Roma team who okay they're doing now good all right now, but like
But yeah, well,
who
where-
cares?
Where were the other jobs available?
Tammy Abraham cares.
Tammy does care. Well, the point is, Dom, if Pep Guardiola was unemployed, he would not be going to any of those teams. He'd be getting Bayern Munich job was available at one point. Like jobs come about. Like you don't have to take a job.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, going way back, you were saying about Chelsea bring a manager in.
Yeah, well, I just think even if it's just something to be like, look, lads, this is what we're gonna do next year.
Okay, but like
Let's get an early start.
My-
Let's start our revision early.
yeah, my point on that is though that like, okay, you bring in Enrique or someone like that, but you don't know he's going to be the right man for the job. Like at the minute, Chelsea, the thing that's coming out of Chelsea at the minute is we are taking a long time to figure out who the next manager is, and like you said, it is going to be Pochettino.
Well, not necessarily.
No, it is going to be Pochettino. Like it's pretty much done.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
The whole downfall of Chelsea is all just down to the fact that owner hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He's
Do you not
just
agree with sacking Tuchel basically his first week and then
Yeah, well,
we're bringing in Potter. This is what we're gonna do.
yeah, no. You don't have to talk to me about sacking Thomas Tuchel.
I know.
I was very vocal at the time saying
know.
fuck Potter,
Yeah.
but you can't live in the past forever. That's
No.
happened.
I
That
know.
happened in September.
Yeah, but I thought you'd be very much against Bowie.
Bowley. I'm against David Bowie.
Bowley.
No, but my point is, can you really be against someone that's invested 600 million into the club?
You can't if it's shite investment.
Is it shy investment though?
Yes.
Mudryk looks good. Enzo Fernandez looks good. Wesley Fofana looks good. That's about 300 million there.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not winning games.
Okay, it's not winning games
It's not
this.
winning games.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course. This season it's
And
been.
also sacking Tuchel because he wouldn't let Bowley in the dressing room. I mean, it's petty, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's so petty. You don't really
Yeah,
want
but Dom,
to you wouldn't let you in the changing room.
we, as fans, you don't know everything that goes on behind closed doors.
Fair.
You don't, and like, yeah, at the minute, Todd Bowley is a laughing stock. I'm not going to
But
deny
he's
that, but
classic American, isn't it?
I don't know if he's a classic American because if you look at Manchester United's ownership, they took out debt on behalf of the club.
Mm-hmm.
Todd Bowley's put his pocket in.
They've spent $1 billion over the past 10 years and won.
No, but like it's different. It's completely different. Yeah, it's not worked this year, but to have Enzo Fernandez on your books is very good business. To bring Raheem Sterling in, that's not worked out, but like at the time, if you look at the summer signings, they looked good. Like Chelsea are underperforming, and you can't blame that just on Todd Bowley.
No.
No way. The manager is the pinpoint of the club.
It just trickles down from the top, though. It trickles down. If he doesn't know what he's doing, he's obviously got nobody to tell him what to do.
Well, they have now.
They might have now.
Yeah.
Too late.
I was going to say about the manager, obviously Tuchel very unfairly sacked, but who sacked him?
Todd Bowley, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not the manager's. Well, if Tuchel was still there, I'm sure he'd be doing top 4.
And maybe top 6.
I feel like Todd Bowley created his own problem, trying to solve it with money, and you can't solve problems in football with money.
Definitely helps.
Definitely spend money and it helps. We're not guaranteed anything.
No, it depends how you spend your money, if you spend it wisely or not.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. But when you're saying... Okay, let's take it back though. So... Just before the FA Cup game against Luton Town, no, this is genuinely where it all started. There was a statement put out saying that the UK government were sanctioning Roman Abramovich, and Chelsea couldn't spend money, so the players had to pay for coaches to get to games, to fly to games, all that stuff. That was all happening. Yeah. Chelsea. The story was that Chelsea could go under, so they.
Tuchel was going to drive a minibus to Madrid, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was a great quote. Yeah, God. What a man. But anyway, I'm trying to not focus on Thomas Tuchel. So that was the situation. And Chelsea couldn't sell tickets to matches. If you had a season ticket, you could go. If you didn't, you couldn't go.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I remember we had Middlesbrough away in the Cup. I was so looking forward to it.
And you couldn't go?
I couldn't go.
Oh.
There was like 5,000 fans as well. That could have been, but instead there was like 500. But anyway, Middlesbrough's not the point. No, so Chelsea only by the end of May got their ownership sorted, because obviously any big team that goes for sale, there are going to be multiple options. Yeah. And look at Man United at the minute; they're going through there.
But the Glazers isn't even that big of an issue in my world.
Oh no, I mean Man United are up for sale, and they've got a load of different people trying to buy them.
Still up for sale?
Yeah, Liverpool aren't. No, Man United still are. Yeah, they're trying. Yeah, but so Chelsea didn't get the ownership thing sorted till the end of May. Then you're kind of already playing catch up in terms of who do you put in place for director of football, everything like that. Like, because Manchester City are the benchmark for the Premier League. Well, you're joking if you don't think that Pep Guardiola is not thinking about next season already and knows what he wants.
The thing that worries me is that the way Chelsea have done it, the way Newcastle have done it, is completely different.
Yeah.
So obviously, of the thing where you took over the club. What's the first thing you do? You get a chairman. What do you do after that? You get the technical director. Then what do? Then you can sign some players. And I feel like Chelsea have done the opposite. It hasn't worked. I reckon he's bought the club, sacked the manager, bought loads of players. Then he's thought, oh shit, we're not winning. What's going on? I've just spent 600 million and we're not winning games. And then he's started to put stuff in afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair. And yeah, obviously... Yeah, well, I'm not saying that he's shouldn't be criticised this season, yeah, but I just think in the long term, I don't think anyone's going to be saying many bad things about him. I just think if you put that much money into it, eventually you're going to get something right.
But you look at Man United and how much the Glazers have put in.
Yeah, but Man United have got top 4 finishes and stuff. It's not the end of the world.
Man United pays for itself. That's the difference between Man United and basically every other club in the UK. Man United pays for itself.
Yeah. No, that's true. But, yeah, what were we saying?
I think we were on about you losing to Brentford.
Yes.
That's what we were on about.
Stop avoiding it.
Oh, I wasn't avoiding it. I already said own goal and they scored their first shot on target. Yeah.
You said what we were talking about.
Also, Chelsea haven't won any of the last 8 games, so I feel like there's not much point of talking about this season. Because, no, that's the thing I genuinely believe. I feel like next year...
Be interesting to see how you do next year.
That's what we were saying. I was saying I don't want... It's not going to happen now, but I said that to you 2 months ago.
You did, actually. You don't really want Conference League.
I think Chelsea without Europe should be having a very good season next year. At least 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would drop out the top 4 this season?
Well, I don't know that, but obviously Man City speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Arsenal might not necessarily do that well next year.
Oh, next year. Yeah, depends.
Yeah, I'm not really focused on that. I just think Chelsea, because like the last time Chelsea won the league, they didn't have Europe. Conte came in, 1 game a week. We're gonna have got a week to prepare for it. That is such an advantage. Of course it is. Like, yeah. Well, we'll see on that. But the management thing, yeah, obviously Pochettino's coming in.
You're a big fan of Poch.
I don't say a big fan. I think he's the best option.
Flopped at PSG, did well at Spurs.
Yeah.
Got a shit Spurs team to a Champions League final.
Yeah.
Well,
Good at Southampton.
couldn't coach Neymar and Mbappe.
But can anyone?
Unai Emery flopped at PSG and now he's flying with Villa.
Plus, Pochettino won a league title at PSG. Unai Emery did not.
Guaranteed. Roy Hodgson in charge of PSG and they win a
Well, Emery didn't.
French league.
Yeah, didn't win one.
He didn't win.
He was the year when Lille won.
Emery was managing PSG.
Yeah.
Before he took over at Arsenal, I believe.
No, it was after Arsenal.
Oh, was it after Arsenal? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Fuck that. I thought he just went fucking to and from Villarreal whenever he pleased.
Probably does that as well. But no, no, Emery was there. Oh yeah, just quickly on the Pochettino thing. The fact he's managed Tottenham isn't great, but
You gotta pull that side.
you kind of do. But like, if he starts doing badly, I'm jumping on that. Like, it's just, that's how it goes. Like,
Typical Spurs manager L.
yeah. Well, oh my god, I don't know if you saw the clip, but some fans outside Stamford Bridge yesterday were saying that they'd rather Frank Lampard's take over.
What, them Poch?
Yeah, them Poch.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
But like, don't get me wrong, that's a few people's opinion. Yeah, that's a few people's opinions, and they were getting slated. But yeah, that was pretty funny. The only thing on Pochettino is he doesn't take over. I don't see him winning anything important at Chelsea. Like maybe he wins an FA Cup or a League Cup.
Community Shield.
Oh yeah, or a Community Shield. But like, I
We
think
have to win something important to get a Community Shield.
Oh,
yeah. But no, however though, I think he is a good fit to take this Chelsea team from absolute shambles to
yeah.
a third place finish, and then someone else come in and win a league title. I could see that.
He's a project manager.
No, yeah, exactly. Project manager. Yeah, you couldn't even really argue this Chelsea team's a project. Like,
Yeah,
if you're a good
I
manager,
was literally just about to say that.
Yeah.
It's like,
You've got top players.
It's young players that aren't really a team. So you kind of try and make them into a team.
yeah, well, I feel like it wouldn't actually be that hard to, like, with the right transfers in the summer, and you get, because we've got a 31-man squad at the minute. Get that down to 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got a lot in. You got a lot in January. Obviously, January's traditionally for like 1 or 2 players to come in.
Yeah, well, that was because of the 7-year contract.
Yeah, I know, but again, you're not gonna get you're not gonna get a team to gel.
No. I'm just saying that's why we did that. And what'd you say, Dom?
Yeah.
So what a loophole.
Yeah, I know. Unbelievable.
31 lined up, 25. Who's the sixth
Well,
itself?
Dom, the more important question is who do you actually want to keep in this team? And I will be going in
Well, I
depth
feel like
another
you
point.
have to keep Fernandes, Mudryk.
Oh yeah.
January players stay.
Yeah, January.
One Chelsea player I've actually been impressed with is Badiashile.
Yeah, he's looked good.
Really good.
Yeah, he's looked good. Obviously, Reece James is Reece James. He's had a poor season, but
Injured as well.
yeah, he is injured. But like you keep
Does he
him.
leave though?
No, he just signed a 7-year contract.
Okay.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
So like Reece James stays.
Trippier replacement, wouldn't
Thiago Silva.
he?
No, he stays.
For another year.
Yeah, for another year. That's what I'm talking about. For next year, you were saying about which 7 do you sell. There's only a few in this team that I'd actually keep, like, and be bothered about. Like,
Yeah. So,
João Felix is obviously back off to.
well, apparently we're extending his loan for another year, but like,
I
The-
really like it.
yeah, but the Felix experiment, he looked great for the first few games, but
I still think
he's got no end product.
Him and Havertz as the split strikers, I still think is the way forward.
No, that is not the way forward. Yeah.
Chelsea go all out for Osimhen as well.
I think Chelsea bring Lukaku back.
Are you happy with that?
I'm not happy with it. I just,
Depends if he wants something back.
oh, it doesn't matter. Fat boy, you're getting paid. Just eat your fucking waffles and shut up. No more interviews, please, Romelu. But if Romelu Lukaku,
What? What do you do? Fucking as soon as you finish finishes the match, just put a bag on his head and stick him on the bus.
I probably wouldn't go that far, but
Chocolate box.
Oh, don't. No, you gotta cut that out.
what?
What's Belgian chocolate in it? That's what
I didn't say anything. Yeah.
The waffles.
Yeah.
I
I didn't
was just,
say.
I was just adding that.
Okay. But if Romelu Lukaku is playing up front for Chelsea and Pochettino is the manager, and we don't have a good year next year, then football might not be for me, lads.
Oh, World Cup Lukaku was so shit though.
World Cup, he was injured.
Really?
Yeah, he was injured. Like, there's a lot of things I'd slag him off for, but
The last game, who did they play in the last group game?
was it Japan? Because they had Canada.
Maybe.
They had Canada in the group. And Morocco.
I remember when
Morocco was the last game, wasn't it?
Lukaku put something on half time and he missed that hat-trick assist.
Yeah, I think it was against Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
Oh
knocked.
yeah,
they-
it might have been Morocco because
Yeah.
that was the one where the
Maybe.
manager came out afterwards and the interviewer asked him about his job if he was gonna.
Yeah,
quit or
when you say the manager, Roberto Martinez.
Oh,
yeah, Roberto
Yeah.
Martinez. So, and it was just
Put some
like,
respect on his
Oh,
name.
it
Sorry.
is now.
Roberto Martinez,
Mm.
Portugal manager.
I was just gonna say yeah, he was asking about his job and he was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And he just walks off and then he gets sacked immediately after or quits.
Well, looking at the time,
Is
we
it
should.
time?
It's probably time to go, blood.
Yeah. Get out. I want to go to bed.
I'm not asked. I've spent time. I'm not having this to it. Fuck off next
What are you
week.
doing?
No,
Okay.
this segment right planned for like 4 weeks and we've had to cut it every week so we've run over.
So look.
It's a Liverpool
It's how to
rebuild.
fix Liverpool.
Okay,
5 minutes.
yeah, Luke, go
5
on.
minutes.
Right.
You start.
Okay. If we don't waffle on about women, who cares?
About what?
Who cares? Like just shite.
About Manchester City tifos.
Who cares about Liverpool?
Right. Okay. Liverpool fans. Hello. My name's Luke.
And he's your biggest hater.
Yeah, but I think I know how to fix your squad. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Point number 1. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? I would move him into midfield permanently. Yesterday, 2 days ago now, against West Ham, he was basically slotted in there in the centre mid, was almost an inverted fullback, and he looked really good. I would play him in the I'd play him in the midfield permanently, and I would bring in a new right back. Who is this new right back, Luke? I hear you asking. Okay. Option number 1. This might surprise a few of you. I've got João Cancelo.
Fuck off.
He's leaving City in the summer.
Nah.
Well, he is leaving City in the summer. He ain't coming back to this
Still
squad.
won't happen. City won't sell him.
Yeah, do you think City would sell him to Liverpool?
Yeah, well, we saw. It's not that
I mean,
far
you sold
fetched.
Jesus.
We
Okay,
sold,
go
we
on.
sold Jesus. We sold Zinchenko.
Yeah, not to
Arsenal.
Liverpool though.
Yeah,
You
but to
didn't
Arsenal.
expect Arsenal to be that good.
This rivalry though.
There is rivalry, but like it's not. It's
You
not
hate them more than Man United at
You
the
got-
minute.
Yeah, but like
City Liverpool was such
I don't know.
such dead rivalry.
it's not dead rivalry.
Such a tame rivalry.
It's not team rivalry at all. Fan wise.
Really?
Yeah.
I just focus
Like,
on.
people getting hit with bottles and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that-
We're with blooming bottles.
That's pretty rock and roll. I
Yeah,
can't
it
lie.
is. Yeah, and then bit of shithousery from City this season, not giving Liverpool the full allocation if they're away fans.
Like Blackburn, I
Yeah,
like it.
Exactly.
I'm on board.
I was
Yeah.
well played, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how realistic it is, but I reckon that he fits the. He's an FSG style.
I don't think he
outside.
is. Because Man City are going to sell him for what, 60 million? For
About-
someone that's 28, 29. Liverpool don't sign him. I don't think. But anyway, let's say number 2 then.
Okay, so my option number 2 is the Napoli right back, Giovanni Di Lorenzo.
I like Di Lorenzo.
Yeah, he's
I
very
like Di
good.
Lorenzo.
How many times you watched him play, Luke?
That doesn't matter, Andy.
Does it not?
Um,
Okay.
He's very good attacking, he's very good going forward, and he's defensively sound as well. He's
How do you
actually-
know?
Because because I read it on BR Football.
Okay.
And he's actually Napoli captain, you know.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fair
he's
enough,
a good-
they are flying.
So he's a good leader for later down my round with Jordan Henderson leaving the club in the summer. He could come in and be almost leadership wise a replacement there.
Okay.
Napoli's defence basically on par with Newcastle's this season.
Mm.
Yeah, rock solid.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, and he's a good reader of the game as well.
Someone told you online.
I've got the Scottish right back Calvin Ramsey. I've got him going out on loan. He's not really played much this season. He's not played much
I
this
know. I
season.
just, who cares? Can we focus on main players?
That's what I'm just saying. on the
Luke, I want to go to bed.
Okay.
Like,
Right, there you are. Midfield.
okay.
Okay, players I've got leaving. I've got Henderson leaving, as I mentioned earlier. James Milner can retire in peace. He doesn't have to start, playing at blimmin' left back at 45 years of age or whatever he is now. And Curtis Jones, he needs to leave. He's crap. If he wasn't Scouse, he would be playing for blimmin' Macclesfield Town.
It's back to Accrington Stanley for you.
Yes,
Curtis
lads.
Jones.
In, I've got one of. You can't sign both because FSG are tight. Okay,
Yeah.
I've got either Moses Caicedo or
Caicedo.
Caicedo
From Brighton.
Yeah.
which they've said when Man United were interested in him, they said 80 million. It's now gone up to 90 million.
And Arsenal tried to sign him in January.
Yeah,
Arsenal quoted 70. Man
Yeah.
United quoted 80.
70, 80, 90 mil.
Probably gonna ask for 100 in summer.
Yeah, potentially. I've got either him or, with this Chelsea squad having to cut down on numbers, Mason Mount. I think he would slot in at Liverpool.
Yeah, no, he has
Very-
been linked as
he's a
well.
very
I'd hate
Liverpool
to see
fan.
that.
I know
He would be
I'd
great
hate
for
to see it,
Liverpool.
but he'd be a great player for Liverpool. How much do you reckon?
Like the figure's like 60 maybe.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, wages are high though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, one you could throw out there, McAllister.
Yeah,
Yeah,
McAllister.
but
McAllister makes sense as well.
Yeah, he's a bit more of a 10 though.
Goal scorer
Where I
midfielder,
think
yeah.
Mount is more of an 8. I thought.
Really?
If I'm not saying, I don't know. Would you agree?
I'd say Mount's more
Would you
ten.
say Mount?
Yeah, Mount plays 10. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he can do both though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I could see him getting converted by Klopp. To be fair.
Yeah. Forward wise, I think Liverpool are pretty sound. The only player I do have on my list is Matoma. Could come in
As a squad player.
as a squad player. Yeah.
Why would you?
What from his point of view?
Yeah, why would you?
That's a massive move.
Yeah, it's a huge
Yeah,
move
but
to a
I
massive
mean,
club.
Think about Brighton or 6th or 8th, something like that.
Okay.
They could get European football. If they get European football, why would you want to go and play back up the Yotta and Gakpo and Nunes?
Or because you backed yourself to be good enough to break into the team.
Yeah, and it'd be
Yeah, but
and
it's
it's potentially Champions League
you
for
can
him.
go to any other team and start. Why would
Mm.
you go to Liverpool?
Could he go to any other team and start? Obviously, ignore Man City. Doesn't start for Arsenal.
No.
What?
Don't
Like,
start for
ignore
Arsenal.
Man City because they're too good. Doesn't start for Arsenal.
No.
Like, he's had one good year. Chelsea got a fucking load of wingers. We wouldn't buy him.
Yeah. Wouldn't
Tottenham.
Yeah, I reckon he starts with Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Son's had a bit of a shot.
But then again, are you really saying you'd rather play for Tottenham than... I'd rather be a bench player for
No.
Liverpool.
Fuck right off.
What?
Yeah, I know you
Well, I mean,
would.
they're both, apart from the one title and the one Champions League, I mean, they're both basically chosen us anyway.
What, Liverpool?
Obviously not over the years. But
No, they won a domestic double last year.
since like two.
I was at both of the games.
Yeah, you were. You saw
I
two
suffered.
It don't mean anything, though. Look
Cups
at
don't mean anything. Dom, come on. The League Cup final against Man United. If you'd won that,
Yeah.
that would be one of the best
Yeah.
moments as a Newcastle fan.
Well,
No?
Because the only time I've ever seen us win a trophy.
Well, there you go. You just said they don't mean anything. They do.
Yeah, shut up, Andy.
I left Wembley gutted twice last year. Trophies mean a
I
lot.
left Wembley gutted once as well.
All because of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to fix them, Luke?
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you want to know how you fix Liverpool? You sell Mo Salah. You sell Van Dijk.
And promote Calvin Ramsey was his
Calvin
name.
Ramsey, yeah, and you bring back Sepp Vandenberg. Yeah, you have him in. One other player, he's in the squad already, but Carvalho, he's had a bit of a poor year this year since scoring
Yeah,
against Hughes, actually, the last minute winner. He hasn't really.
Oh,
done
yeah,
much.
that was.
I'm
He hasn't-
carrying that
yeah, well,
bullshit goal the other day.
Since then, he's not actually done that much. He's been
always-
voted by Fab to leave Liverpool,
Yeah.
but I reckon he stays. I reckon he has a great season next year
He's
as a
gonna play-
midfielder.
He's going to play that position already.
What do you mean on the wing or?
I think he is a winger. No? He's getting played in the 10.
Yeah,
Like the Harvey Elliott role.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe he can move over to the wing. Depends on, you know.
Just carry on, like.
Yeah.
Shut up, man. You were fixing it.
I don't know why. Break them.
Bit of fun, innit? You're gonna do a Chelsea one at the end of the year.
Yeah,
you
but
said.
that means something. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's just I don't know.
I know,
We've done one for Tottenham. We've done one for Man United. I feel we should do one for Liverpool.
I don't remember either of those being in as much detail, but
We went into too much detail on Tottenham. You had to stop us.
Liverpool really need to do to fix themselves is get right back and get some midfielders.
Yeah, essentially.
That's it.
Yeah.
okay, I'll throw a bombshell out there.
Okay.
What about like moving on Klopp?
Ooh.
Only because
You've just opened a can of worms for someone that wants to go
yeah,
home.
I probably shouldn't have brought that up. However, though, like he's been there since 2015.
LFC 1975 is not going to be happening with you, like.
I'm not like he's been there since 2015. He's
Yeah.
done a great job.
Starting to get a bit stale.
No, that's what I mean. He has I think he has a 7-year cycle, and I think he might be in his 7th year.
Yeah.
The same way Mourinho has a 3-year cycle. And there's a lot of talk of Nagelsmann going to Tottenham, but if he didn't, I feel like Liverpool would be a great fit for him.
Yeah. I'd much rather go Liverpool than Tottenham.
Yeah, obviously, but
So,
however, though, if you're a Liverpool fan, you don't want Klopp to leave.
No.
He's done so good.
yeah,
It's
but you do have to move on though. Again, Wenger left
Yeah.
way too late
nostalgia
for
back.
Arsenal. So
Yeah, but you're a big supporter of managers, Luke.
I know, and I love giving managers time. But again, yeah, Klopp's had his time.
Yeah.
Again,
Champions League,
I
one
feel
Premier League, not good enough. Not good enough for him.
You say not good enough, but look at the opposition. Like, who can chat to Man City?
How?
new one.
Well, Liverpool should have.
They did chat to us. Though,
No. What I'm saying, he's saying they won one Premier League. That's not good enough. But
Liverpool's the only team in the Premier League to get 95 plus points and not win the title.
yeah, that's not their fault.
It's our
Yeah.
fault.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, they can't do any better than that.
I don't know. I feel like they should have had more.
Yeah, they lost
They should
one.
have had more.
They lost one game.
More what, Premier Leagues?
Second.
Oh yeah, no, of course they should have. But
More Premier League.
this Manchester City super team, like,
Oh, don't get us wrong. I love it. I love Liverpool not winning trophies. It's cool.
no. But what I'm saying is, I just feel like they were hard done by. Like,
Oh, I'm not gonna feel sorry for them.
I don't feel sorry for them. No, but
Okay.
Yeah, losing one league game and then not winning the title. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. But no. Yeah, maybe it's time for Klopp to go.
and it's time for us to go as well. So thank you for joining us.
Next time, where we discuss how we fix.
Well, we're fixing Chelsea end of the year.
Yeah,
We don't need a City one.
Bournemouth don't need fixing. They're staying up. Anyway, I really want to go.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, cheers for watching.
yeah,
If you've
thanks for
come
watching.
this far. Probably turned off.
You're a sado.
He's fucking right, so.
Yeah, let's go.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, that bye probably getting cut. I can't lie, like.
What's getting cut?
You saying bye then, like.
Yeah. I
Wait,
gathered
is
that.
everything working though?
Okay, we're still recording.
I'm talking